everyone, right here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to the Upper Mississippi River Valley. And oh yes, we're going to be breaking out this machine here this episode, although with the other header on it here. Since last episode finished all the spraying and spreading and whatever else we all had to do for that one. Got that all finished, and then we went ahead and slept through, I believe it was 2 days here. We're now into the month of July, and if we check our map here, we have 2 fields. Actually, that's right. I keep forgetting that. We got to go down to, I don't know. It must have been, was it the field calculator mod, everyone, that moved the precision farming from like down below to up here? Whatever. Something moved it up one. I'm still not used to that yet. Anyway, going over to our growth here, we can see we got 3 fields. Yes, having 3 fields that are ready to harvest. I think one of them is oats, right? Yeah, field 45 is oats. Figure we're going to start on the wheat fields here first, both 47 and 48. We're going to get the combine fired up for that. And I suppose we should probably also grab the, that's right, nope. Back to this one. Yes, saving content. Back to that one. We need to go grab our header here a minute, which is sitting over here on the truck and trailer. We'll get that over to one of the fields here. And we'll probably have to come up with some creative way to actually like get it in the field here as well, and preferably without driving on the crop too, if we can help it. That's the best one. I wonder if the best way is just like go around the building here, because this header is not going to want to stay on this trailer very well probably. So let's go around the building, make sure a little bit safer that way. Speaking of the building, by the way, you can see we got some pigs in there. We got 400, it's supposed to be 420 pigs if I remember correctly. I haven't checked on them. Probably should. We'll maybe do that here in a little bit. They should have a fair amount of feed, I would think, unless they used up all 100,000 liters that we had from the last episode there. Hopefully they didn't use that much. Okay, we'll probably just go to field 47 here first. That's the first one in line. And then we'll probably move on to 48. That's right. The numbers are actually backwards here. 48 first, then we'll go to 47. This one shouldn't be too bad to get to here. We don't technically own the field next to it, so I think what we'll do, we'll just pull up alongside that one there. That should be a nice, easy way to get the header on the combine here. Yep, if I'm not mistaken, Evan, that should work quite nice. Let's go grab the combine then here as well. That is not the combine. There's the combine. We'll have to drop this header off here somewhere. We don't need the corn header there this time around. Not yet, anyway. In fact, we won't need it much this year at all. We only have the one small cornfield. Otherwise, I think we're going to be using the draper head for most of the rest of our harvest in here. Speaking of combines, by the way, I do have a second combine yet. We still have not used it. I was debating on maybe just like selling that combine and putting that money towards other equipment / more fields here. Because, yeah, we do need a stone picker at some point. If we want to do some mulching and rolling, yeah, all that stuff takes money, right, everyone? So, and we've almost maxed out our loan here. And actually, you know what? I think I paid some of it back already. So, we're not maybe quite maxed out. We're probably sitting around, you know, that $2.75 million mark. Yeah, only $2.75 million, right, Owen? Nothing to it, right? I'm pretty sure that's what we're at here, somewhere in there. Actually, a little less than that. A little bit less than that. It lined up with the header here a minute. There we go. That looks pretty good. As far as real life goes, probably not. But, you know, there. I'll take it. At least it's connected. Okay. Oh, and that reminds me of it. It's been a while since I've used this header here. But per the comments I've gotten on this, there is supposed to be a way to actually have this header so it's not draping down here. You should be able to essentially lock it. Both mouse buttons? Is it this way? I wonder if you got to set it down to do it, because it doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, both mouse buttons up and down, it says. Try setting it down here first. That's what you're supposed to do in real life, Kevin. You set it down, hopefully in a somewhat level spot, so it's actually, you know, like flat. I don't know which way you're supposed to go here. Lift it back up. Nope, it's definitely still draping it. Okay, try the other way. Like, I don't know how you tell if it's... No, that's definitely not working. Okay, am I missing something? It does have a mouse control up and down, but I don't know how you tell. Yeah, there's all the real stuff. There we go. Okay. It is simply just the right mouse button. Both, I don't know what both mouse buttons. Oh, both mouse buttons. I did not see that before. That's bringing the aerial in and out. Okay. So it is the... There we go. Up and down on the right mouse button. Well, we can actually, let me raise that back up. Lower it back down here. There we go. Now we're good. Yep, that's what we need, Evan. That way when we load it on the trail, it should be much, much easier to load it on the trail. I was always a little tricky there. The combine will lift high enough in the center of it, but when your ends are draping way down, yeah, that doesn't work out quite so nicely, right? And switch that around so we're actually producing straw here. And we'll probably start baling that straw here at some point as well and sell the bales from it here again. That's what we did last time. Makes just a little bit more money. And actually, speaking of which, Evan, that was a topic of discussion here the last couple of episodes. Started off with a comment from someone saying soybeans make the most money. And again, for those of you who've looked at any of the numbers, you'll quickly realize that soybeans do not make the most money. In fact, soybeans are one of the worst money makers in the game. Yes, actually, I shouldn't just say one of the worst. Soybeans are the worst money maker in the game. Although I guess you could argue, like, the worst would be if you didn't do anything. Like, you just left the field empty. That's probably the worst money maker, right? But, you know, at least soybeans will get you a little bit of money. But, yeah, as far as your crops go, and again, soybeans are the absolute worst money maker here. Oats and wheat and barley are up there pretty good ways, as long as you bale the straw with them. If you do not bale the straw, then wheat, oats, and barley are a little bit lower on the earnings scale. They're still decent, but not as high as some of the rest of the crops here. And again, like I said, once you bale that straw, then that usually puts wheat, barley, oats, you know, again, not maybe at the top, but it definitely moves them up the ladder a little bit as far as the amount of money you can make. And that's probably what we're going to be doing here. We'll be, like I said, baling the straw, and we'll just go ahead and... actually, that's a good point. You know what? I never checked this. I've got them feed. Do they need... Oh, they do need straw. Uh-huh. Okay. And they're not using a whole lot of feed here, by the way. Health-wise. They're actually doing pretty good health-wise. I mean, do I need to bother giving them straw one? Is the straw... Does it say what the straw is for here? I mean, the health, they're 100%. Puberty's going up. Like, do I even need to bother bringing them straw? Is the straw just for manure? Actually, it doesn't say they make manure. So they're making slurry, Evan. I don't see anything there that they make manure. So, I don't know. Well, if I don't have to give them straw, I'm okay with this. We'll just sell the straw. Obviously make more money doing that than let the pigs have it. And wasting no time getting some GPS going here. That is going to be 90, right? Nope. Always getting it wrong. Always getting it wrong here for some reason. I should just, whatever I say, go with the opposite. Okay, looks like that's pretty good. Lock it on and away we go. Of course, once we get to the other side here, we'll have to start driving by hand here again. Go around some of the curves here in this field. Actually, that part there is straight. But then, yeah, you get to the back part of the field here. Oh, and before I forget to, Evan, I was going to mention this here last episode, but I've downloaded and installed the Field Calculator mod. Several of you folks suggested that in the comments here. And I do remember this mod here from previous versions of the game. And yes, it is out here for Farming Simulator 22 as well. So again, that is the Field Calculator mod, Evan. And the idea behind this, it'll tell you how much you need of a certain product to, you know, whatever you're doing for that field. Say if you're liquid fertilizer, how much liquid fertilizer do you need on that field? Nice thing about this one, Evan, it shows you the fields we own. So 43, 44, 45. I don't own 46. we'll have to buy field 46, I guess, so just so we can count up like that. And then, of course, 47, 48 there. And that'll tell us how much, if we're going to put liquid fertilizer on one of the fields, how much we need. Something I was kind of talking about there here. I think that was a couple episodes back. Everyone. Typically, you know what most farmers do in real life. You know the size of your field. You know how much product you need, right? You know, roughly anyway. So yeah, going back to this chart again, like I was saying, the liquid fertilizer, if we're going to do liquid fertilizer on field 48, we would need 4,192 liters of liquid fertilizer. Wow, that seems like a lot of liquid fertilizer. According to this, we'd only need 3,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Huh. That is interesting. I'd be curious to see how accurate those numbers are. That does not quite sound right to me, but at least from what I remember in the past, usually the liquid fertilizer was always less than the solid fertilizer, but could be wrong on that one. Herbicide, yeah, exactly the same amount as liquid fertilizer. That's rather interesting. So herbicide and liquid fertilizer being the exact same. Oh, and we are already, wow. Okay, not complaining. That's good. I think that means we're hopefully probably yielding well, although from the map, it doesn't look like we're yielding quite as well as we were last time around here. Speaking of last time, I don't remember what we had on the field here last time. I'm curious, too, why we're not yielding quite as well, because it seems like we should be pretty good, right? I wonder what's taking our yield down here a little bit. See some spots there look like they're a little bit higher than they were last time, but then we're getting to the dark green spot here, where we are definitely down, yeah, about 5 to 10 points, it looks like. Interesting. I wonder why. I know our pH, it says good there, not perfect. As far as I know, I don't think that matters. We didn't roll the field. I don't know, and I'm kind of curious now as to why that's just a little bit lower. Anyway, let's grab one of the trucks here. Get back to, all right, got to go to that screen first, then we can click on the truck, maybe. And again, if you're maybe new to this map, everyone, I am using the AutoDrive config file here from the AutoDrive guy on YouTube. So we got a whole road network map here for AutoDrive already. But when he created this one, he didn't really do anything for fields. He just has like locations, and that is it. So the usefulness of the AutoDrive routes as far as fields is concerned, well, you'd have to basically add on to it. Although, I don't know, 47, 48, does this one actually have? No, it does not. It just, actually, I'm not even sure where's the one for 40. Oh, it's probably over here. No. A little further. Oh, a little further down. Okay. Yep, I just didn't see it there. 45, 48 are right together there. So again, if you were going to make use of that, Evan, you'd probably have to make a few changes there, undoubtedly. Oh, you can see the tracks from our comment. Oh, actually, interesting, too. You can actually see where the tire on the header is. I wasn't sure if that would leave a track or not, but indeed it does. Very, very interesting. And this truck, I presume, is leaving tracks? Doesn't seem to be. I have to presume this truck is doing crop structural valve, though I'm not 100% sure on that. Just looking down at it here, really can't see much of a change. Of course, if we're riding across that there, that's probably not going to be able to see that. We do this out here, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Can't really tell the difference. Well, we'll let that unload here a minute. And while we're unloading them, and just a reminder, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do that. Always very much appreciated. And of course, once you are subscribed, everyone, Make sure you turn on your notifications there as well. That way you get notified when the latest, greatest Upper Mississippi River Valley episode goes live. And, of course, giving the video a thumbs up there, always very much appreciated as well. Almost empty here. We'll probably throw a course play on this harvesting job here at some point, but at least for now, we're going to be harvesting ourselves here. As I've said before, harvesting always one of my favorite activities in the game here. Like I've said before, you do all the work, get all the crops planted, fertilized, limed, whatever else you need to do to them, and then come fall time or midsummer here in the case of winter wheat, you harvest. And again, this year we have 2 fields of winter wheat oven. The second field there is a field that we bought that way. I was intending on putting, I don't know if it was corn or soybeans in that field, but when we bought it, it was already planted. And seeing as how we were this close to harvest time, it's like no sense destroying that crop. That seems like that'd be a waste. So might as well wait another 2 months or 3 months, whatever it was, and harvest it. That, of course, is what we'll be doing here. We'll see if it's maybe next episode or episode after that, and we'll hopefully be getting to that field. Finish this one here first, and then, of course, we have a field oats across the road as well to finish. One field at a time, though. We only have the one draper head, by the way. In fact, we only have one of each header at the moment. Again, like I said, we do have a second combine, but we'd have to have a second header for it, which I'm sure something called money could probably take care of that problem if we wanted it to. I don't know if that's really necessary, though, with the number of fields we have here at the moment. I want one combine, one header, especially John Deere X9 1100. I think it can probably take care of it. Almost halfway around the field here. Anyway, we'll head over to the comments section in a minute. Try to read some comments here while we're going around. Maybe I should just wait a minute. Wait till we get over to there. I can set up GPS. A little bit easier to read comments, but... Anyway, speaking of the comments here, like I said, we'll see one so we can read here in a minute. Gavin still gal. Gavin still gal? I think that's how you say that. Could be wrong. I was saying I just got a Steam Deck and installed Farming Simulator 19 to it. I've been playing all the maps you have and had a blast. Keep it up. Hey, thank you very much for that. Oh, so you're playing on a Steam Deck. Very, very cool. Okay. That is one of the handheld or more handheld gaming devices, I guess you'd call it. It's not really a console per se, just more of a handheld gaming device. Yeah, like I said, not sure what you'd really call that one. Ethan was saying, I've definitely seen some fields of weeds. I think they call that organic farming. Also, you sold some pigs. Oh, crap. Did I actually sell some pigs? I was wondering about that there last episode. Did I accidentally sell some when I meant to buy some? Yeah, the whole buying, selling system, Giants. Clearly, Giants did not play test that one a whole lot. They would have definitely realized the errors of their ways on that one pretty quick. Either that, whoever they did have play testing it, clearly it was not up to the task of play testing it. They definitely need some better, higher quality play testers. Volunteer myself, of course. Maybe not. They probably won't want to hear my feedback. I'd be like, yeah, no, that does not work. That's garbage, trash. Throw it away. Absolutely not. Oh, and we are full again. Okay, cool. Back it up. Make sure I have enough room to get the truck in here. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem here. We got a nice little bit of space between the trees and the field. Christopher was saying good morning and good video. Hey, thank you very much for that. And make sure I turn off the comments I've already responded to here, so... Also saying, the mod you keep talking about again is the field calculator, which, yes, I failed to mention that there last episode. I think I mentioned it just briefly. I was going to talk about everyone, and then I never did. So, again, we do have the field calculator here at this point. And we'll probably be paying a little bit more attention to that here in the future. Oh, yeah, looking at it here, it looks like the truck is leaving some... crop destruction, or running over the chaff that's left, essentially, or the stubble. That's the name for it. The stubble that is left. Well, actually, or is it? I keep thinking it is, but then I look at this like, wait a minute. Oh, wait, there it is, maybe. There it might be. It's like I can't see it, but nope, I think that's it right there. You can see it's just a little bit shorter than that one right there, and of course this is shorter here because we ran over it with a combine tire. Tim's was saying, good video. Not sure if you noticed on this map, but you can double crop oats and soybeans on this map. I've done that a few times and made seeds out of the oats because you get 4x the seeds with the game seed maker. 4x the seeds with the in-game seed. Well, we might have to check that one out, everyone. Then we don't have to buy seeds. There are also some ways of making our own fertilizer and lime and stuff like that as well. In fact, there's I think it's called a lime crusher. You pretty much take the stones that you have out in the fields, dump that into it, and you get lime that way. Might have to maybe look into doing a little bit of that, everyone. And we can get our own lime. Not sure what's out there as far as fertilizer productions. I think I've got something that will do that there as well. I don't remember off the top of my head what that takes, but... you can definitely look into maybe saving us a little bit of money, potentially. Like Tim's was saying there, too, make your own seed. You get 4x the seed. It almost sounds like a little bit the OP. You put in 1,000 oats and you get 4,000 seed back out of it. Actually, you know what it probably is, and some of the ones I've always seen in the past, I mean, it probably depends what type of seed you put in it. So if you put, I'm trying to think, like maybe wheat or barley or something, maybe you only get twice as much or 1 times as much, depending on the cost of the product, everyone. So again, oats are a little bit higher priced commodity. You get a little bit more seed out of these. Soybeans would probably be another example. You put soybeans in. Soybeans are one of the higher priced commodities as far as crops go. You'll probably get the most out of it. Maybe you get 8 times out of that or something. I'm just picking some numbers here, but I'm not really sure exactly what, but, or, well, maybe not 8, but like 4. Or 6, I'm sorry, yeah, like 6. That's probably what I was going for. Hatcho saying, a good video. Do you know that you're going to have 420 more pigs in 6 to 8 months? And there's not enough room for all the pigs to give birth because the barn only holds 500. I buy pig food because growing food for pigs is a money pit. I would fill the barn 1/3 capacity or half full, then sell the older pigs after they give birth. That was kind of my intention. I did not realize that they were going to, like, double. So 420, we get another 420. So we might have to maybe look into selling a few pigs. Going with what Hetro said there, well, maybe we'll just sell them down to half. We'll keep like 240 or something like that. Once they reproduce, we'll sell that original 240, keep the new set of 240. Let's see, Sean was saying, if you get the semi-trailer tender from the base game, then it won't take lime. But if you get the convey all mod. The name of the mod is Convey All CST 1550 Seed Tender. Then you can use it for lime. It says so in the description of the mod. Please go get this mod, start using it, and stop buying the base game model. It will save you so much money and time. And yes, I thought I had that one. I'll have to go look again. But yes, that is the one I thought I had that held lime. I'm pretty sure the one I have at the shop is not it. I don't think. Actually, let's double check that here. The one I have at the shop, I think, is... Yeah, that's the in-game one. That's the one that does not hold lime. And that's why I've not brought it up from the shop here yet, one. Because, again, like I said, I want the one that holds lime, so just left that one over there. We'll deal with that one here at some point. Oh, we're getting a little in-cab action here. Oh, that must have been the 80% buzzer. Whoa, that is some large wheat kernels there. Wow. Yeah, that is some really big wheat kernels. Should be getting a top dollar for that wheat, I guess, right? Also, this is a pretty good little hill right here. Wow. Doesn't feel like that much of a hill when you're out like this, but boy, you get inside the cab here and you realize how much you're actually tilting. It's like, oh boy, hang on. Cool to see that header flexing and floating with the ground there, though. Nice to see mod author actually was able to do that. Kind of strange, you know, that Giants doesn't seem to be able to comprehend that. Oh, and we are full again. Almost ran over our crop there, too. And we almost made it to the end. Nope. Ah, so close. So close. Oh, and this reminds me, too, Evan, now that we actually have wheat here, I should probably look into putting down a silo system so we can actually put this wheat into storage here. Unless we want to straight up sell it, although I'm thinking I'm going to probably just put it in the storage system and then we'll rely on the time-saving stock check mod to actually tell us when to sell it. That's like a full name to say there. I mean, the time-saving stock check mod. Wow. What a name. Does exactly what it implies, though. Well, oh, the time-saving? Sure. Saves you the time of having to go... like, look it up yourself. I want you to just go there and, like, okay, that's the best month to sell. And if you sell everything that is in storage, this is what you're going to get for it. Probably approximately. I don't know if that's exact, because that price can change a little bit, but... At least the prices from what I've seen so far here in Farming Simulator 22 are not the massive stupidities we used to experience in previous versions of the game. For those who remember, you would go sell like a load of wheat or something like that, Evan, and the price would just plummet, right? One load of them, like you'd sell one load and the price would just absolutely tank. You bring your second load and you get like half as much as you did the first one. Fortunately, we don't see that quite so much anymore. And I know, I think it was at Farming Simulator 17, I'd like to say, one. And maybe, well, not maybe, in other previous versions, some of those, one, you would want to sell everything you could within an hour. So, like, with an hour's time, everyone, just like, once you start selling, try to sell as much as you can, because once you're done with that hour, then the price will drop. Another kind of ridiculous setup from Giants here, if you ask me. Yeah, like I said, it seems like Giants has fixed that here for Farming Sim 22, so I won't have to complain about that one so much anymore. Don't really pay that much attention to the whole price drop thing. Anyway, speaking of dropping, I think it's time to drop this episode here. It is time to wrap it up. So with that, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching, and until next time.